Hi, I'm Miss Dara from the Rogers Public Library, and today we are doing Design with Miss Dara. And so today you're going to need a pencil, and you need your packet, which is right here. And so out of your packet, you're going to need to get the white sheet of paper. So today we're talking about value, which is one of the elements of art. So value it deals with lightness and darkness of a color. It creates highlights and shadows, and you use it like as you do shading to create depth, like the illusion of depth in your picture. So our picture today that we're going to draw is we're going to draw a monster. And as you can see in this picture, it kind of draws your eye to the center of the picture because of the shading that I did. I went from dark to light, and there's 4 different shades here to get to the lightest one. And it shows off my monster better. So here we go. Let's do our shading for our monster. So the first thing you're going to want to do, you're going to need to have pencil, and you need to have a Sharpie, and then some kind of crayons or colored pencils. I have colored pencils today, but you can use crayons or colored pencils. Either one would work, or even pastels would do. Okay, so I'm going to first draw a monster. So the way I'm going to draw a monster is I'm going to draw a big blob. So I always have to erase on mine. It just happens. So here is my big blob I drew. The next thing you want to do is you want to draw your eyes. So I just drew some big circles. And then I'm going to draw a little bit bigger circle at the top of each one. And then 2 little circles towards the bottom, like this. So then we're going to draw in his mouth. And you can draw yours differently than I'm doing mine. That's okay. But I'm just drawing his mouth. And I'm doing it a little bit mean. So here we go. I'm drawing in a bunch of teeth here. Okay, so there's my smiley monster. Then you want to put some arms. So and I did this one a little bit different than I did the other one, but that's okay. Okay, so I put in some hands on there. And now let's put in some feet. Okay, some feet. So I didn't erase much with those, and I just kind of drew them, so they're not perfect, but that's okay. Because it doesn't have to be, right? It's your creation. So there we go. There's my monster. I think he needs horns. Let's do him some curly horns. Some thin curly horns. I am going to have to fix that a little bit. Okay, so there's my horns. Curly Q horns. I'm going to draw some lines on them so that they're and I just did a little curved line in my horns. Like this. Just to give them a little bit of different. So you can do yours however you want to do it, just as long as you draw a monster. And I want to see your monsters, so put a picture of your monsters on READsquared so that I can see what they look like. Okay, so there's my monster. So then you want to color your monster, and I'm not going to color mine because I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the shading. So the next thing after you color it, you want to go over the outline completely in marker. Use your Sharpie or a black marker to go over the outline like I did on this one so that he kind of stands out. So then what you're going to do is you're going to draw some circles around your monster just really lightly in pencil. I guess it's actually ovals. We talked about shapes, didn't we? Okay. So there's my first circle. And we're going to want to draw 2 more. So they can't be too big or you're not going to be able to get them both in there. Okay. So there's that one. And then 1 more. And it kind of went off the edge, but that's okay. Okay, so I drew my lines around the monster, and then you're going to want to shade them. So shade the lightest in here, a little bit darker in here, a little bit darker in the next one, and then almost black on the outside ring, so that it draws your eyes, your shading draws your eyes to the lightest part of it, so that your monster really stands out. All right, I'm happy to see you guys as monsters on READsquared, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, thank you guys. Bye-bye.